28 minutes on to 7 o'clock. This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Wednesday, the 4th day of June 2025. Of course, you know the name, Gordon Joseph. So happy to be with you this morning, as always. Good morning, Veronica Sandy, also Jelly and McIntyre, of course. Mildred is with us as usual. Yeah, you know, there's something that, never fails. Huh?
Action. I am the messenger. The messenger. I can't think of a time or a day or a minute that I don't go down on my knees and put Jesus.
Tell me, can you live a day without him? Even if when you're thinking he's not there, he is there.
He's like I'm sinking, never to.
Yeah. Good morning to all the bus drivers and conductors this morning. Good morning, good morning. I urge you to be safe. Your passengers are precious cargo. Please treat them like that. Always drive with due care and attention. What up? Good morning to you, bro. What's up? Eggies and Chief, all you good? Nice. Good morning, Mr. Mike up at Mount Agnes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Lennox. Yeah, hope you're doing fine, man. Festus and the family, good morning. Miserable but nice. 26 minutes on to 7. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no other like you that could protect me from my liberty. I go astray.
Oh, those of you out in the diaspora, good morning, good morning, good morning.
And it's overwhelming. Yesterday, today, forever. You never change.
Cicely Blackman, Lydia Cameron, Sylvina Charles, destined to win over Kama, good morning. Kenitha Nelson, Yulin Alexander, Mary E. Banks, never fails. My friends at Care Bears, Tanti Marcy, Keisha Khalid. We haven't been in touch in a while, right? So many things in the head, man. Auntie Elsa, Uncle Trevs, Zavi and Zuri, good morning. And the next little one, Uncle Glyden, good morning. Kati Kasi Kali. Good morning, morning, morning. Spread the love. The Maxwins, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Somebody gonna dance. Morning, Miss Wells.
Holy Spirit, take my soul.
All the way in Atlanta. Holy Spirit,
Fill my soul. Holy Spirit, take my soul.
Natalia Ross, good morning. Margaret and Gibbs, how you doing? The folks inside of Sab. Maribo, good morning. Bylands. Pipe and the folks inside of Can Blaye. Cheryl and Janice, good morning. Always give Brittany my love, right? Nice. St. Clouds. Miss Bertilda, good morning to you. I'm going to Castine now. Good morning, Auntie. How you doing? Yeah, good morning, Aunt Stella. Mr. Balwanton family.
Holy Ghost fill my soul.
Yeah.
Let the birds and the beasts them sing. Sing praise to the King of Kings.
The word of the day today, that word is gregarious. Gregarious.
All the angels right with it.
Gregarious. Gregarious. And it means fond of company or sociable. Fond of company or sociable.
My God is, my God is, my God is, my God is, my God is. Oh, be to
Here's how we can use that word in a sentence.
my God is.
His gregarious personality made him popular at parties. Like egg is. Yeah.
As I journey to
Gregarious.
land, guide my steps away from
Nice.
temptation. 'Cause in my heart I know the flesh is weak.
Andy Forrester at A&R Spices, Brooklyn, says, good morning, Grenada.
Let the birds and the beasts them
Island Daddy, Grenada, says, another day in the land of the living. Sylvina, I'm doing fine. Given the circumstances, I'm doing fine, man. The folks at the RGPF, good morning. Don't forget this morning at just around 10 minutes after 7 o'clock, we'll have the traffic report.
We are living in Syria.
Yeah, and you know, that's the beauty of GBN, yeah? Always thinking about better ways in which to serve you and to keep you abreast with what's happening. Good morning, Eugenia. Lauren Salim, good morning to you. How you do? You all right?
And let the heat
Nice.
heads in shape.
Keep on being blessed, all right?
The valley to the mountain.
Hey, Joan too. Joan, good morning. Give me that smile. Lovely, lovely. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Good morning, Nadisha. The folks inside of Cafe. Good morning, Miss Claudette. How do you do? Miss G inside of Cafe. Good morning, Louis and family. The folks at McQueen Service Center in Crochet. Celebrate progress, not perfection.
My God is, my
You know, a lot of folks think that perfection is it. No.
God is.
Celebrate even the smallest steps towards your goal. Progress is the true win. Yeah. Look at the snails and what we call the kongori. Look at how slow they move. But they move gracefully. Every inch that they cover, it's a victory that they've won. You know what I'm saying? So too many times we get ourselves caught up with the big things. And we forget that is the smaller steps that carry us to the big victory, man.
Fill my soul.
I've learned it the hard way. I celebrate the small baby steps, the small successes. Yeah, because it's all part. Life is a journey, yeah? Life is a journey. Good morning, good morning. The commissioner and the staff at His Majesty's prison. Commissioner, how you doing? You all right? You and the entire staff? Mr. MacLeod, Mr. Dikoto, and all the inmates, all the residents, not inmates, residents, I like to call them. Ozzy, good morning. How you doing, bro? Davis, Oos, the Baba.
Take me to a higher place.
And I'm not good with names, but my partner that worked at Six Senses there. Man, life is really a process. Eh? Life is all a process. Don't get too bothered about it, man. What's buzzing this morning? Let's see what's buzzing. All right. Government boosts agricultural sector in Carriacou and Petite Martinique with new tractors. Caribbean leaders to launch bold ocean action plan at a UN conference in France. The The UN official says the Caribbean leads the way in disaster risk reduction. Bill Gates pledges fortune to Africa's health and education. Hey, Bill Gates, Grenada is Africans too, eh? Yeah. Dropping by, man. And in sports, Rabada's cocaine suspension details have been revealed. And Windies lose again. Yeah. Say what? 18 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Those are the buzzing stories. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather coming up shortly. Ron Jin, good morning. Irva Williams. Peter Joseph, good morning. How are you doing? The folks inside of Wester Hall. Johnny and the boys. Angus Steele, what's up, partners? You alright? Good. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all. Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Wednesday, 4th of June, 2025. Coming up in the news, government boosts the agricultural sector in Carriacou and Petit Martinique with new tractors. Caribbean leaders to launch bold ocean action plan at a UN conference in France. In the region, UN official says Caribbean leads the way in disaster risk reduction. Internationally, Bill Gates pledges fortune to Africa's health and education. And in sports, Rabada's cocaine suspension details have been revealed. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Good morning. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. The Ministry of Carriacou and Pedimatnic Affairs and Local Government has taken a significant step to support the agricultural sector by introducing two brand new Massey Ferguson tractors. The tractors, equipped with disc plows and rotavators, are part of a broader initiative by the Ministry's Division of Agriculture to enhance mechanization and land preparation on the Sister Isles. According to Minister for Carriacou and Pedimatnic Affairs, the Honorable Tevin Andrews, the government is committed to backing its promises with action. The investment, totaling approximately $2 million, is a testament to this commitment and includes recent initiatives such as the launch of a modern fish center in Wynwood, as well as upcoming plans for hydroponics and other key agricultural tools. Senior Agricultural Officer Benson Patris emphasized the new tractors will play a vital role in land development and increasing productivity for local farmers. This move marks another significant step in the government's mission to modernize agriculture and strengthen food security across Pedimatnic and Carriacou. We have more on this.
The pumps are very expensive, and if a farmer could at least get one of these, it will be very beneficial to them so that they can produce. All right, production is one of the area that we also have to look. In a key area like this, we hope that the pumps would be put in or give to people that could make positive outcome out of it, because I think just giving somebody a pump like that, I am more concerned about the outcome, the production, and so on. So I hope that whoever benefits from one of these pump or whatever it is given, I think we should make good use of it. Very, very important for us right now. In terms of sporting and so on, our young people need to get involved. So.
Now, as part of Girl Guides Week, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, the GFNC, hosted a fun and educational afternoon focused on promoting physical literacy and healthy snacking. The event provided Girl Guides with a hands-on culinary experience where they learned to prepare 3 types of sandwiches using locally crafted vegetable and cheese pastes, including carrot cheddar, beetroot cheddar, and callaloo cheddar. The girls also enjoyed a special treat: breadfruit, coconut, and chocolate tree buns developed by GFNC Product Development and Training Officer Arturo Plutin Soler. The culinary session was complemented by movement-based games led by GFNC staff as part of a physical literacy segment aimed at promoting health through play. The outreach activity supports GFNC's message, Eat Local, Strengthen Food and Nutrition Security in Grenada, which seeks to promote healthier lifestyles across the island by blending nutrition, local pride, and youth engagement. By empowering young people with knowledge and skills, GFNC aims to foster a culture of healthy eating and physical activity. Now, a partnership between Ningbo City in China and St. Patrick East and West is yielding positive results, bringing benefits to residents in the parish. A recent handover of agriculture and sporting equipment has been warmly received by the community, with several residents expressing their gratitude for the goodwill gesture. Residents such as Kingsley Charles of Mount Craven, Matthew Phillip of Madays, and Michael Batiste of Chantimel have all welcomed the initiative, highlighting the positive impact it will have on their daily lives. The partnership, formalized through a memorandum of understanding between Ningbo City in China and local MPs Dennis Cornwell and Joseph Andel, is a significant step towards strengthening ties and promoting development in the region. And finally, the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS, and the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund, the CBF, will represent the region at the 3rd United Nations Ocean Conference in Nice, France, from June 9th to 13th. The two organizations will present a united front on ocean action and climate resilience, highlighting the region's commitment to protecting its marine resources. At the conference, the OECS and CBF will launch the Actioning Blue Caribbean 30x30 Vision for the Ocean, a political declaration that aims to protect 30% of marine and coastal areas by 2030. This ambitious initiative, backed by 18 countries and 9 intergovernmental organizations, has secured over $33 million in financing through the Caribbean Sustainable Finance Architecture. The OECS notes that this effort combines science, policy, and innovation to expand marine protected areas, support community-based adaptation, and deliver long-term conservation results. By participating in the UNOC3, the region is demonstrating its strategic commitment to ocean health, climate resilience, and sustainable development, ensuring the Caribbean's voice is heard on the global stage. That ends the first segment of news. The local segments stay with us. The regional and international developments are straight ahead, followed closely by the sports and the weather. 6 minutes on to 7 o'clock in the region. The United Nations Head of Disaster Risk Reduction, Kamal Kishore, has expressed satisfaction with the Caribbean's response to disaster risk reduction efforts. According to Kishore, significant progress has been made in reducing deaths resulting from disasters in the region over the past decade. The Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015 to 2030 has provided member states with concrete actions to protect development gains from disaster risk. Kishore noted that deaths have decreased by 50% in some countries over the past decade, with even greater reductions in some hazard areas. While acknowledging the progress made, Kishore emphasized the need to consolidate these gains and continue to prioritize disaster risk reduction. He made these remarks at an event titled Accelerating Resilient Development Through Risk-Informed Investment in the Americas and the Caribbean, part of the Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction in Switzerland. Looking further afield, billionaire philanthropist Bill Gates has made a groundbreaking announcement, vowing to dedicate the majority of his vast fortune to improving health and education in Africa over the next 2 decades. The Microsoft co-founder, aged 69, revealed that he plans to give away an astonishing 99% of his wealth, estimated to be around $200 billion, before the Gates Foundation closes its doors in 2045. Gates emphasized the importance of unlocking human potential, highlighting key areas such as maternal health, child nutrition, and the integration of artificial intelligence or AI in healthcare. He cited Rwanda as an example of a country successfully utilizing AI-enabled ultrasounds to detect high-risk pregnancies. The Gates Foundation has set ambitious goals, including ending preventable maternal and child deaths, combating infectious diseases, and alleviating poverty. Gates encouraged the young African innovators to think big, drawing inspiration from the transformative impact of mobile banking on the continent. He believes that AI has the potential to revolutionize healthcare in Africa and is committed to supporting innovative solutions to achieve this vision. And another billionaire entrepreneur, Elon Musk, has publicly denounced President Donald Trump's signature tax and spending bill, expressing strong opposition to the legislation. In a post on X, Musk stated that he can't stand the bill, calling it a disgusting abomination. The bill, which was passed by the House of Representatives in May, includes significant tax breaks and increased defense spending, while also allowing the U.S. government to borrow more money. Musk did not mince his words, saying, "Shame on those who voted for it." The criticism comes after Musk's recent departure from the administration, where he had been working to cut costs with his team for 129 days. Musk's comment reflects his strong stance against the bill, which he clearly believes has significant flaws. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead, followed by the weather. Good morning, sporting fans. The South African Institute for Drug-Free Sports, SAIDS, has confirmed that South African cricketer Kagiso Rabada's 1-month suspension was due to a positive test for cocaine. The recreational drug was detected in Rabada's system during a test on January 21st during its SA20 tournament. Rabada, who was banned for 1 month from April to May, admitted the using a recreational drug in a statement on May 3rd, but did not provide further details. The suspension was reduced due to the nature of the drug, Rabada's commitment to an educational program, and the fact that he ingested the substance on a non-match day. Rabada has received support from Cricket South Africa national coach Shukri Conrad and captain Temba Bavuma, who have all moved on from the issue. Rabada, however, is anticipating a backlash from Australia, particularly from former captain Tim Payne, who has criticized the secrecy surrounding Rabada's return to South Africa from the IPL. Rabada has stated that he is ready to face any criticism, saying, "They come at you, and I think that gets the best out of me." That's all the sports we have at this time. Stay with us. We'll have more sports during our luncheon edition and, of course, prime time newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Jonathan Price at the Met Office of the MBI. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Wednesday the 4th of June, 2025, as recorded at the Mount Bishop International Airport. It is currently fair. The winds are coming from the east at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014.9 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature is 27.5 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum was 31.2 degrees Celsius and a minimum last night 25.7 degrees Celsius. Only a trace of rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 0.4 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carrier 2 and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with brief isolated showers. Today's max will be 31 degrees Celsius with winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters, hence a small craft advisory is in effect. High tide will be at 9:30 a.m. and low tide at 4 p.m. Sunset will be at 6:30 and sunrise at 5:41. Just repeat the public forecast for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with brief isolated showers. From the forecast desk at the Mount Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. You have a great day yourself. And folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited. It's now 4 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Government boosts agricultural sector in Carriacou and Petite Martinique with new tractors. Caribbean leaders to launch bold ocean plan in a UN conference in France. Internationally, UN official says the Caribbean leads the way in disaster risk reduction. Bill Gates pledges fortune to Africa's health and education. And in sports, Rabada's cocaine suspension details have been revealed. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
If you you're 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Like a freestyle, the lifeblood flowing mile by mile. It's legacy, a beat that don't stop like Bob Marley said. One love on top. The sewage water out of sight, but it's always wrong. Don't lose the light. From factories and wells so deep, corals, mangroves and fish they weep. Grey water for the garden, keep it green. Save the cash and the earth gets clean. We use the water with a mindful mind. It's out of sight but never far behind. In nature, the answers always flow. Like water running pure, the cycle grows. It renews itself, same drop, same beat. It's all good, man, you got the heat. Water flow, water flow. No clean water, no pipes we grow. Protect our water, protect our future.
Time to go.
Two of Calypso's powerhouse, Big J and Sour Supper, are launching for 2025. Calypso Power Launch on Saturday, June 7th at the Lassages Had Court in St. David from 8 p.m. featuring Calypso, Toka Kaiso, and X-Tempo. Come hear Big J's new offerings for 2025. Plus Sour Supper celebrating 20 years this year. Plus Junior Monarch Morty, Royalty, Shamak, Calypso Monarch Innocent, The Great King Darius, Squeezy, Smallies, and more. All backed by the Heatwave Band with MC Senator. Early bird tickets are $30. General admission $40. Available at Lixon Bikes, Grenadian Optical, St. David's Pharmacy, and Jew at Lotto in Grenville. Sponsored by Cocoa Breeze Bar, Hanky's Grenada, Kiske, Chopstick, A-Bun Distributors, Tyrrell Bay Express, Paddy's Shipping, Wagiti Rental, and Dana's Tasty Food. Endorsed by the Spice Mass Corporation.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion.
If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, and GoToFet at $75. Sponsors Brighton and Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Corp Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You break, I come back, boy. You break, I come back. Back.
right, folks, it's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and momentarily I will be joined by Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF as he gives us a traffic report. It's that time when I say good morning, Corporal Paul.
Good morning to you and good morning to all the listeners of GBN, both locally and in the diaspora. But more so, it is that time again where we give you your traffic update for this morning. It's Wednesday, and I know most of our persons are either on their way to work or getting ready to leave for work this morning. But I will give you that traffic update that you require to get to work safely and on time. So for those persons who have not left their houses yet, I trust that you do so now before you get into the rush. As it stands, traffic on most of our roads is relatively quiet, with the exception of the St. Paul's Public Road and vehicles that coming out from the Marasil, which have a moderate flow of traffic at this time. Also in the area of Calavini, we start seeing a buildup of traffic, and also in the area of the Toby Road, which leads onto the Woodlands Public Road. We always see a heavy flow of traffic in that area, but it's not that heavy as now, but it will be in the next few minutes. Also in the area of the Grandans Public Road, in the area of the traffic light, that traffic that is heading into the deep south of the island, it's already started building in the area of the traffic light. However, a police officer or a traffic warden will be deployed to assist in the traffic regulation in that area. However, if persons have not left home, as I have stated, you will be late for work. However, we expect the traffic to build by 7:30 minutes to 8. So the traffic will be heavier in most of the areas, especially through the town of St. George's, Marasil, St. Paul's, Calavini Public Road, and all its adjoining road. You will experience a little a heavier flow of traffic that we're experiencing now. So I urge persons that get up early if you have to get to work for a particular time so that you can arrive on time. And just that will be all for our traffic update for this morning. We have no accidents, no obstructions on our roads, so our roads are free from all vehicular obstructions. I just want to leave one traffic tip with persons this morning. Please put down the cell phone. It is a ticketable offense, and one can be charged for that offense, either holding or using your mobile device. And there's a question that I want to leave on the minds of drivers. If you're texting, who's driving?
I like this. I like this. Corporal Troy Paul, thank you very much. If you're texting, who's driving? Yeah, that's I love this. I love this. Thank you very much for that comprehensive report. And I know as that segment of the programming grows, eventually we'd start getting reports from the outer parishes, because we would love to hear what's happening up in St. Patrick as well as on the western side. So it's a work in progress. We're working towards satisfying the motoring public of Grenada. Thank you very much for collaborating with the GBN for this.
And thank you very much for having us as well and giving that update to your customers.
The pleasure is always ours. Thank you. Folks, that has been the traffic report, collaboratively done and presented by Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF. We do take a commercial break. When we come back, it's Ariza's Money Wise. Don't you go anywhere.
Grenada, it's what we've been waiting on. The countdown to the Maggie, King of the Grill. It's back at its legendary home, Montrouge Playing Field. Grand dance on Saturday, June the 7th. The Flames return with Grill Masters battling for glory. All the action starts at 12 noon. Then from 6 p.m., we go stateside for live entertainment. entertainment by the Caress Band. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. Loads of attraction for the kids, bouncy castle, games, and plenty of fun for the little ones while we indulge in smoky goodness. Don't miss the vibe, the flavor, the fierce competition. King of the Grill 2025 is back and better than ever. It's the King of the Grill 2025. Maggie King of the Grill, brought to you by Maggie, the secret of great flavor. Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Class Code, Grenada's #1 rum. Grenada Paper Products, Classic Lightning Caribbean, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, Budget Foods, where quality and affordability call home. Sandals Resort, Flow, Glenelg Spring Water, Blue Bubbles PA Rentals and Event Supplies, Innovation Grenada Limited, and Rubus, Fuel and Grills in competition. It's the Maggie King of the Grill 2025. Be there.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Southern Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Take the first step to home your way with Nexa, where dreams of your perfect home are within reach. Follow your unique path to home ownership with the comforts you always envisioned. A space where every corner reflects your style and every room is filled with your memories. Whether you're buying land or your first house, building or remodeling your home, Nexa's Home Your Way loan is designed to fit your needs with flexible rates, friendly terms, and the support of a community that cares. Home Your Way. Your home, your dreams, your way. Start with Nexa. Call 440-1354. Visit nexacreditunion.com or email loans@nexacreditunion.com.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Grenada, the road to greatness continues. Catch the senior men's national team live at the Karani James Athletic Stadium for 2 thrilling football clashes. Saturday, May 31st, it's a fiery international friendly as Grenada takes on Anguilla, just $20 admission. Then on Wednesday, June 4, it's our FIFA World Cup qualifier versus the Bahamas, $25 admission. Both matches kick off at 7 p.m. sharp. Come dressed, come loud, come proud. Style your national team, bring your posters, and show the world you are the 12th man. Let's pack the stadium, flood the stands, and roar together. Get your tickets now at the official GFA ticket outlets. Go to Fed.com or at the gate. Let's stand proud with Team Grenada. One island, one team, one goal.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
All right, good morning and welcome to the conversation. You know, on Wednesdays, the first segment of our conversation is dedicated to our family members and friends at Ariza. Ariza is family and friend to us. And this morning, it's no exception. This morning, I'm joined by a supervisor in the securities department, Ms. Jade Henry. That's correct, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I got it right. Nice. I started the day right. And of course, this morning, the intention really is to help people to get together the financial tools for disaster resilience. We're talking about things like insurance and loans and overall preparedness. Okay, now, good morning and welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here with you this morning.
I could see the smile. I know you're happy. I mean, you can't not be happy to be in my company so early in the morning. You know? It's a given. I mean, I know Raylene and whosoever else, well, Hushel, you know, but this morning you won.
Yes.
Yeah, you won. So it's great to have you here. Now, we've started that conversation a couple of weeks ago, prior to the start of the hurricane season. Of course, we continued our conversation on all the different instruments that are provided by Ariza to its members and prospective members and so forth. But as we came closer to the hurricane season, we started zeroing in because NADMA and them started pushing out their reports and bulletins, and it was Ariza, being that, you know, leading financial institution, as always, was forethinking that, hey, we need to have financial preparedness as well.
Yes, we do.
And Raylene and everybody gave an excellent, insight into it. So this morning we want to continue where that is concerned. And I want to first start off with that question now. How does insurance and access to credit or loans, right? How does that support disaster preparedness?
Okay, so insurance can support by transferring the financial risk of the cost to repair or to rebuild your property after a disaster to the insurance company. This means that now, in the event, or you prepare by having insurance coverage for in the event that something happens, the insurance will cover most of the costs or the bulk of the costs related to repairing and rebuilding, leaving the homeowner a bit more secured into going into the disaster season or the hurricane season here in the Caribbean.
Yeah. And one of the things that we emphasized also was the fact that ever so often, whenever we talk about disaster, we keep talking hurricanes, but Grenada and the region in recent times have been having quite a lot of earthquakes.
Yes.
All right. So we know that wherever earthquakes are, there's a high likelihood of tsunamis and other flash flooding and so forth. So it is so important that we prepare.
Yes, it is. So having the insurance in advance of anything, having adequate coverage, ensuring that your property is secured up to the maximum replacement cost will allow a homeowner to transfer that risk to the insurance will cover for these types of perils. So that's hurricanes, windstorms, or any type of windstorms, even water damage. So due to that kind of flooding and tsunami, as you mentioned, and including earthquakes. And how the loan can support disaster preparedness is by providing financing to allow someone to retrofit their property in preparation for the hurricane season. So you can access funds to do things like prepare hurricane shutters, reinforcing your roofs, and even buying emergency equipment in advance of the hurricane season.
And doing back wall, retaining walls, and it's when someone hear of the financial loans or loans for hurricane preparedness, one would think it's just about when the disaster occurs, you come and you apply for a loan. But the forward-thinkingness of Ariza is saying, hey, we don't just want to deal with you when you get damaged. We want to prepare you so that you won't get damaged.
Yes.
All right? So that's awesome. Now, another question I formulated here. Now, for the average homeowner or renter, what type of insurance is essential before a disaster?
All right. So the standard insurance that is offered by most companies here on island is a homeowner's policy, and they provide coverage for damages to property from same things, the hazards as we spoke about earlier. So that would be hurricanes, windstorms, earthquakes, fires, and flooding, some types of water damage, and so on. So it's very important to ensure that we do have adequate coverage in advance of the hurricane season. And we also note that it's important to discuss the type of property and your stage of if your property is in construction or being repaired with the insurance company. So although we do have the standard homeowners coverage, it is important to discuss with your agent or insurance company what is happening with your property, if there's no commercial activity happening, so that they can give you the appropriate type of insurance. But for most homeowners, the homeowner policy is the standard.
I'm happy that you raised this because on Monday I was speaking with a good friend of mine who got his property got severely damaged in burial. All right, he has a big property, a huge property, and so forth. And he said he wasn't worried because he was insured. So one of the things that he had to do, he had to employ the use of bobcat and so forth to remove debris and stuff. Insurance came and did the assessment.
Yes.
However, the insurance said to him subsequently that your property was underinsured.
Yes.
So he just got a check for $300 and something. And that so ensuring that your insurance is up to date and adequate. How important is that?
Oh, that is one of the things that we must ensure as a homeowner to do. When it comes in two places, so you can either be uninsured or underinsured. So that's something that we need to also make sure that we do in advance of the hurricane seasons. Review your policy document and ensure that the replacement value or the correct value of your property matches the sum insured on your actual policy with the insurance. If you made any changes or updates to your property, that needs to be reported to the insurance so that they can increase the value matching what your properties know are valued. It also falls in place when we think about things like inflation. The cost to build a property 10 years ago is not the same thing now. Yeah. So even if you didn't do any large works on your property, that insurable or replacement cost will change or appreciate just through normal inflation on an annual basis. So you should get your properties revalued possibly every 5 years, 3 to 5 years, and update the insurance policy accordingly to ensure that the company will make a maximum payout according to your claim.
What would you say to those persons out there who always feel that they could trick the system? All right, so in order to pay a lower premium, they don't report these things, or they know the property is worth $100,000, but in order to get a break on the premium, they would say, okay, it's valued at $70,000.
Right.
Is there any wisdom in that?
Yes, there is. So as you said with your friend, it's a similar situation. He may not have intentionally done it, but it happens when you do not report. So if your property in the example that you just gave is 70% covered, if you incur damages of, let's say, $10,000, it costs you $10,000 to repair, the insurance will pay only 70% of that because that's how much you were actually covered for. So that's now called a partial loss settlement. And it's important because a lot of times you'll now have to fund the difference out of pocket.
Yeah, and that's the importance of preparing. That's why the insurance, so that you'd have to fund it out of pocket. Let them fund it.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, would you say, from your experience with the financial institution, would you say disaster preparedness is a reason for borrowing?
Oh, yes, it is indeed a legitimate reason for borrowing. So we do live in the hurricane-prone area, and the cost of not preparing for a disaster can outweigh the cost of a loan, also the cost or the interest in a loan. That means that you can access financing for reinforcing your roof, hurricane shutters, as we spoke about earlier, back wall to prevent either land slippage or flooding on your property. The reason why the costs of not insuring or not updating outweighs the loan is because the cost to repair something like that will be significant and hit your pockets very hard.
Yeah. So in essence, again, the idea is think ahead.
So
right? Plan ahead. So in you're borrowing, let's say $50,000. All right, and you have to pay back that loan.
Of course.
However, if you didn't, the damages that you incur will cost $200,000.
Yes,
so
easily.
What's easier? Pay the $50,000 loan and you have your
exactly.
That's
we can
wisdom.
And we do provide financing to update your property and get your property prepared for the hurricane season.
Now, how can members use both their loan facilities available through Ariza and also insurance in the event that a disaster strikes?
Okay. So after a disaster, both the insurance and the loans can strategically be used to rebuild or recover or repair a property. You will use the insurance payouts at first to begin the repairs or rebuilding process, and then you can fill in any gaps by accessing finance. There is what we call a deductible or an excess when you have an insurance policy. It's an amount or a percentage that the homeowner will have to meet on their own. It's their own cost. So if the person cannot make or meet that out of pocket, they can access finance through a loan to complete the repairs or rebuilding process.
Yeah. And it's important that our viewers and listeners understand that it's the same thing as your vehicle insurance. All right, there's that level of interest that you have to show in your property. It's the same thing as when you're applying for a loan. Your contribution, they usually ask you for that. So you're saying that in the event of a homeowner, a property owner that insures and disaster strikes and the homeowner or property owner cannot pay that deductible, they can apply for a loan facility to meet that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Riza is really taking care of people. What? Yeah. Now, what happens if someone, and I want you to listen to this, all right, viewers and listeners, what happens if someone doesn't have insurance or is underinsured and disaster strikes?
All right. If you're uninsured, there will be no protection against damages for your property. This means that the property owner will be 100% responsible for the repairs or rebuilding or replacement of that property, depending on the damage. When you're underinsured, as we spoke about earlier, it can result in a partial claim or partial settlement where you don't have enough funds or you're not settled for enough to repair the property in full. What that will do, it can have a property owner pulling funds from their savings, depleting their savings if
there's somebody like me. Yeah.
And it can cause you to go even further in debt if that's what you need to repair and rebuild. So it's something very important to know that you do need to ensure that your property is adequately covered again, ensure that the value of the property does match the sum assured held at the insurance, and that should be done every year upon your renewal, right? It's your responsibility as a homeowner to ensure that your property is adequately secured.
And it's important that you know that. There's always someone that would try to trick the system, right? Do you think someone can over-insure? Like your property is worth $100,000 and you have some liquid cash that you think this could be a good way to get off. So I'm going to insure my property for $200,000. Could that work?
The thing is, we are valid. For most insurance companies, you need to bring in a valuation.
And they usually come and assess your property.
So before, when they're effecting the policy, you bring in a valuation which should show the actual value of your property, the replacement cost. So you would have to collaborate with the valuator in order to get them to increase, the value. But after a disaster happens, the insurance company sends out an adjuster to review the damages, review the property, and see what it should have been insured for. Is it insured for that amount? If it's overinsured, they will also take that into account, and they will use that or let you know that, hey, your property was overinsured. Your insurance only brings you back to where you were, not more.
I was about to say that as we speak now, I remembered my former POB teacher when we were doing insurance coverage, Mr. Charles. Good morning, Mr. and Ms. Charles. He always emphasized that insurance is intended to bring you back to the state you were at before. So there's nothing you can't overinsure.
No, so you can try it, but upon the damages and the adjuster review, they will know. Yes.
All right, so finally, how should someone begin financially preparing for disaster? That's the final point we want to bring across this morning.
All right. So there are a couple of things that a homeowner should do in order to prepare for that financial disaster. You want to prepare and update your insurance policy, which is what we really want to enforce here today. Ensure that your policy is active, up to date, adequately secured, and appropriately secured, again, based on if it's only a residential or commercial property. You want to ensure that the policy covers for specific perils that may occur. Go through your policy, read the terms and conditions, know about the excess or deductible, how much you'll have to meet out of pocket as well. So you read and ensure that it covers for the hurricanes, the fires and all these things. You always have to ensure that. Apart from that, you may want to put something in place like an emergency fund, and you can set that up with the Ariza Credit Union, because we are here for you in advance, and should anything happen to your property, we're also here for you at that time. So if I can close with a quick statement.
Sure, of course.
All right.
The floor is yours. Come on.
So we want to let you know that preparedness isn't just about boarding up the windows and storage of food. It's also about building a financial safety net. So insurance is your protection. The loan is your recovery bridge, and the Ariza Credit Union is your partner here through it all.
Yeah, I know you must come up with something like that. It has to be a rise. But of course, the information is it's reaching people, because even sometimes when I drive by, someone would stop and ask, where and how could we do that again? Where do I go to get this this preparedness, financial risk, the plan? In any case, that plan, that budget, and so forth, and how do I get to Ariza and so forth. While at this, Glenna Eastman says, good morning.
Good morning, Eastie.
Okay. I thought you would say Westie. But,
good friend of mine. Okay. Very, very good friend.
All right, that's good. But continue doing what you all are doing at Ariza, because from every angle that we turn. Yesterday I was speaking to someone from Subies, and they were talking about Ariza's presence in this activity up there over the weekend, and how they felt important that Ariza came out and spent the afternoon with them. So continue doing what you are doing.
Thank you. We will.
Mr. Lord and the entire management and board of directors and everybody, keep on doing it.
All right, we will.
And it's a pleasure to have you this morning.
It was a pleasure being here.
All right, and you see, the time has elapsed.
Yes.
Folks, that is Money Wise with Ariza this morning. Get your financial disaster kit in place. Talk to Ariza. Give them a call on 440-1759. Go speak with one of your loan advisors, the financial technicians, Miss Mackers, and everybody. Even Mr. Whiteman will be happy to sit with you and put your plan in place. We take that break. We come back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Ariza Credit Union. Ariza's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Ariza's Own Your Own loan. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arizacu.com.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Officially starts now as Spice Mass Cooperation together with Aura Caribbean is turning up the thing all the way up with Carnival City Fusion Thursdays. It all kicks off on Thursday, May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. We're bringing the vibes to the Port Louis lawn. Gates open 7 p.m. Action starts 8 p.m. Get ready for live performances from your favorite soca, groovy and calypso artists, plus the sweet sounds of steel band, live bands, and all the mass elements you love. Veko, Jab Jab, Short Knee, Mokojumbi, Apache, and more. It's more than a line. It's a whole carnival experience. So grab your crew, bring the energy, and come let's celebrate where culture meets pure excitement. Carnival City Fusion Thursdays, Port Louis Lawn, beginning May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. Come, let's play a mass, cause the thing starts.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you to come join us next Saturday at King of the Grill. You can sample our wonderful Divine products and many other products that we offer at Budget Food. Again, next Saturday, King of the Grill. See you there.
GBN presents the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, June 7th, Montrouge Plainfield from 11 a.m. Our partners, Maggie, the secret of great flavor, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clark's Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Grenada Paper Products, makers of Cherish, Spring Soft, Harbour Bay and Super Value Toilet Paper, and Royal, Quick and Easy and Horizon Paper Towels, Budget Foods Inc., Classic Lighting, and Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event Supplies. It's the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. I want to say a very, very special good morning to one of my most ardent listeners and viewers, all the way from Mount Cleveland, St. Patrick. Good morning, Karen. How are you doing? Hope you are doing fine. And, you know, GBN, we're ever grateful for that input that you made to us. You know, we're very grateful for that, letting us know when the quality of our transmission is, you know, giving little problems. Cynthia McCurbin, good morning to you. Edmund Gordon, good morning. Walland Equat, good morning. All right, we've got 14 minutes in which we can have a conversation. What is it you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the People's National Party? Former Senator Jonathan Lacrette has launched his own political party. What are your thoughts on that? Let me hear you. I know we like to talk politics. Well, what's the politics like in Grenada today? Are you happy how things going? You know, the carnival season is coming up. You'll hear a lot of calypsos and so forth coming out, and you know, of course, we have a lot of political commentators. All right, so tell me, what are your thoughts? We're hearing of, we've just heard that former senator as well, Jonathan Lacrette, has launched his own political party, and he's declared that he is the leader of the party and also the caretaker for the constituency of St. George Northwest. What are your thoughts on that? We're also hearing of, you know, the prospects of MP for the town of St. George, Honorable Peter David, launching his movement. So what are your thoughts? Give me a call. Let's hear. 435-2041. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Innocent, good morning. I just want to thank GBN for bringing back some sanity into my ears, because for the past couple of weeks I have not been getting GBN in my area. Unfortunately, when I called yesterday, they said that they went and checked it. But I think you all need to put a system in place where you all can monitor this thing much more closely, because GBN is the premier information center in Grenada, and when you have this other thing happening, it cuts off people from, you know, from actually getting the news and information that they do. But the other issue that you raised, the other thing is something that I want to contribute on.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good one. Have a good one. 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is our time. Something is, let me see what's happening here. Okay. Back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Hi, morning.
Okay, you need to get that sorted out. I'm hearing the noise and not you. 435-2041. It's 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning to all the politicians of the nation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Yes, I just want to say something on the political side. Mr. Lacrette and Mr. David. Mr. Lacrette, it's always good to have a third party in your country. But Mr. Lacrette, to start off a party, he was supposed to come and clear the air why it was she was dismissed from the party already know. So people understand why he wants to so they can make up a mind if it's to support his party or not. But to just come and open a party so nobody knows, you don't clear the air of anything and just open a party like that. You leave people in limbo. Okay. I think that is the best thing. So you have to come out to clear the air first, and then maybe go open his party. But it's good to have a third party. It's very good.
Well, I keep hearing people saying about a third party, but there are so many more than three parties already. We're forgetting GOLP, we're forgetting BPM, you know.
Them berry already. Yeah, look about something new.
Okay.
Them thing berry. Yeah, look for new blood.
So what do you think? What is, having said that, what are your thoughts on the prospects of MP Peter David's movement coming?
One what movement he had, what movement he's something like Mr. Antoine. It's a pressure group. What you see, the people they have to clear themselves up all the mess that they create, and then before they could start to do what they have to do, they must clear up. You can't just want to open people. You don't know what the reason why you want. You have to clear the things, but I think you have to be clear and to be precise with people, be honest with people, and never be looking for honesty.
Okay.
If you honestly come and say exactly that's the case, so you give people a chance to clear their minds or thought if something was not to you, especially Mr. Lackett, if it's against you, or if it's like this and that, so they give their mind up to make one say, okay, let's try him because he has good potential, very good potential, very, very good potential, but you have to clear the air.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Thank you very much. It's 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Back to the telephone line. Let's go here. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to endorse the last caller. However, Mr. Lackett needs to come clean because I am in Calabash area and I would be one to support him. However, he needs to come clean, tell the people what is his intention. I'm not too interested in whatever go wrong in the past with them. But come clean and tell us what is his intention. And I will go forth in following him. I leave that day for now. Thank you.
Okay, so it's safe. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is it safe for Mr. Lackett to say that once he comes clean, he has you as his number one supporter?
Well, I Ron in Calabash Ali, and Ron would be his number one supporter.
Okay.
I don't go behind back to talk about that.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Okay.
And let me go a little bit further. Recently, I'm going to many funerals, and I'm seeing him in support of the people who lost loved ones. And that is a pillar.
Okay.
And number one, I think he take one step out of keep myself book. So let me put it that way. Okay. So I'm in support of him at the 100%.
Okay.
And people know me. So
all right.
I'll leave that there for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Let's accommodate a WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the program. Hello? Okay. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Mr. Gordon.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning. I realize you tell one that good morning, all the politicians and the parliamentarian good morning.
Parliamentarian, good morning. Parliamentarians, good morning.
Parliamentarian and politicians. So those sitting is parliamentarian, those out is politicians. Are we doing the thing right now?
Sorry for leaving you out. All right, let's try this WhatsApp call again and see if we can make the connection. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Hello. All right, it seems as though we are having some connectivity issues. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. All right, you've got to do better than that. I wouldn't even entertain this. 435-2041, that's the number. It is, let's see. All right, someone is trying to call on video. We don't do video calls, Papi. All right, let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Thanks very much. Pleasant good morning to one and all. Well, at least I'm laughing all the way anyhow, but still, I really appreciate Mr. Lackett. Trust me on that. You know, I remember 2-3 nights before the last election, at the Cuthbert Peters Park, and that gentleman, I could tell you, I don't know, boy, that man, I consider him as the almighty saint. And I can't understand what has happened between himself and the Prime Minister. And I believe that both of them, both Mr. Lackett and the Prime Minister, has an obligation to clear the air and to make people feel happy and comfortable so that we can go forward happily in the future. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, I'm not all up the Prime merit, people being working on merit. And people in the ministries and whatnot, they're failing badly. They're killing this NDC administration. Never mind, I didn't vote for them. I couldn't vote. because of the same parliamentary office business. You know, I could remember in 2018 when I went to renew my ID card, and they drive me around the place so much that, you know, I have an old ID card, I have an old passport and whatnot, and they drove me around the place so much that I couldn't get it on time and whatnot. And to this day, it's still the same thing. I went back to that office in St. David's, and I still have the same problem. Anyhow, let's leave it like that for today.
Okay, well, all right, we'll leave the conversation like that, but ensure that you get your particulars rectified so that you can vote in the next coming election, all right? Make sure you do that. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, my innocent.
Good morning. How are you?
My intellectual.
Welcome. How are you?
It seems to me I'm always well, but I'm perturbed now to know that to some extent politics is one of the best occupations where you can make money, and you have a lot of competition now because they have the experience that being in politics, you could become very rich in the twinkling of an eye. So everybody is fighting for that occupation. I want to be a politician. I want to be a politician because I go able to handle people, to tell them what I want, to do what I want with them, and then build some big mansions, and then you feel happy afterwards. This is the game in Grenada, and not only in Grenada, maybe in all parts of the world. Or you want to, some of them want to suppress some people, or people that might have been friends with them. Look at, I don't even know. You mean you're suffering so much? People calling you, you know good, as you would say, and others like would say, they backtracking you. And yet, probably you want to some extent, be called and no good, or whatever it is. In fact, I want to give up calling now, because I'm losing my prestige by calling these programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Don't lose your prestige. Let's go to a WhatsApp and see if we can make that connection. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Welcome. I don't know why, but we seem to be having some connectivity issues with our WhatsApp. GT would have to check this out when he gets here. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Okay, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Okay, I just want to say something concerning the online.
Okay, caller, for some reason, I don't know if you're close to your radio or television, but there's a feedback. Could you step away, please?
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, but are you close to your television or radio?
Okay. I think I put it down. Look, can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you. It's not as clear as I would like, but I'll accommodate you. Make your point, please. Okay, all right. We've lost that. It's 1 minute away from 8 o'clock. At 8, we'll endeavor to join the BBC. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Well, I call you King. I know that somebody does be upset, but you see, that's the world today, my friend. Whether right or wrong, I could call anybody what I want as long as I don't defame the person and I don't scandalize. But you are the king, and that is it. Anyway, what I want to do, I just want to take this opportunity to advise the constituency of South St. George that Andy would be in Springs Pasture on Thursday from 8:30 in the morning. He will be seeing people. As a matter of fact, right now, his strategy is that people don't come to the office. He is taking his office to the people, and I think he should be applauded for that. Because so far, people always say they don't see the parliamentarian. You're not wrong. They're only using them for votes. So I have to compliment Andy for that unique initiative where he's going to the people instead of the people is coming to him. So I want to notify the people of the South St. George constituency that on Springs Pasture, 8:30 tomorrow morning, he will be there, and you will hear him, you'll feel him, you'll touch him. and you pour out your hearts to him, because the thing about it with Andy, he is a person that he loves people and he connects with the people, and politics is all about people.
Okay.
Once you love people, they will always love you. Most popular and the most beloved person in the whole party. So, and also asking people are tired of this stealing. Everybody complaining, innocent, that people stealing pretty audacity. Look at what happened the other day. Man, it's difficult when people bust out their skin.
We're out of time.
Right. Anyway, take your time.
We're out of time. Have a good one. Love you. Thanks. Bye-bye. Folks, that's it for the program this morning. Those of you who called and participated, thank you very much. Again, want to say a very special thank you to Ms. Jade Henry, representing Ariza on MoneyWise. Thank you very much. We've got to go. We've got to join the BBC. Thank you. I love it. Bye-bye.